Let's kick this off right. Prince is here all night long. And to get started is his rockin' group who considers themselves an astral traveling explosion of awesome, performing funk and roll. Give it up for Third Eye Girl.
To the break of dawn. Put your phone down, get your party on. Who you gonna call when it's obvious, dear? Everybody you know is up in here. Come on, let's funk. Let's roll. Get turned up, get out of control. Get to the rhythm and groove of the soul. Let's funk. Let's roll.
Oh, I love that joke. We got Prince all night long. That's P 2.0. Let's do this. My guest tonight needs no introduction. Put your hands together for the one and only Prince. I gotta say one thing. There's only one way to start this. The first person to contact me when I came back to late night was this man to congratulate me and to say he will be here, save me a night. Thank you, dude. You've always been a good friend. Always. And here's the interesting thing. Do you have a cell phone?
No.
See, I'm always shocked when I hear from you. But how do you survive in this world without a cell phone?
Everybody I know has one.
Oh. You're in social media. You have an Instagram account, a Twitter account now?
I'm trying to get Princegram.
Oh. Instagram. You actually, I saw a selfie of you, or it was yours, I should say.
Yeah, I did that.
Yeah, that was your first?
Yeah.
Yes. That was it. How would you, yeah. What do we title that selfie?
One.
One. That's one. Let's talk about titles. Your favorite title in the Prince catalog. What's your favorite song? Turns you on every time you do it.
I usually answer by saying the next one, but there is a song that we've just written called The Breakdown. That's his favorite song. One of the things that we try to do, though, is wait until we have other songs that go together with our favorites. That's why it takes a long time to come out with albums.
Yeah.
These days.
Yes.
Because, you know, not being under contract, there's no rush to do anything.
If you weren't, they like that. They like you having your freedom, I think. If you weren't Prince, what would you do for a living, you know? I mean, because I know there was a point where you maybe thought about something else. What would you do?
Well,
'Cause I can't see you at the bank, you know? Even though all the ladies would be in his line, you know?
when I was 16, I was completely broke and needed to go get a job, so I got the Yellow Pages out, and I couldn't find one thing that I wanted to do. So I decided I was going to push as hard as I could to be a musician and win at it, you know?
Do you watch any of the shows that bring new musicians to the American public?
Not so much. Yeah,
You know, talking about, you know, The Voice and Idol, you know, the whole genre.
yeah, I was watching a show with Esperanza Spalding, who's a friend of mine.
Bass player.
And we were both sitting there quiet, we were watching. And we looked at each other, and then she says, "Are you rearranging the music right now in your head?" And then she said, "So am I." So it's really hard to watch other musicians because you tend to, you know, it's like a painting you want to make straight or whatever. You just hear it, music like you hear it. Doesn't mean that, you know, what they're doing isn't of merit. It's just, I just hear music different. That's all.
Now, I've met, it seems like 100 musicians today here with you. What do you look for in musicians these days?
I was thinking about your question a second ago. I think I'd want to teach in some capacity if I didn't play.
That makes total sense.
There's a lot of fine musicians in the group right now, and I'm learning from them. So as much as I'd like to teach, I also like to learn.
Yeah. Is there a huge vault of material that you've created that we've never even heard? And how do you make those choices? Because I'd like to hear everything that you pen. You know, just to hear it.
You would look different when it was finished. It takes a long time. There's a lot of music down there.
Like how many songs?
I have no idea.
Yeah.
I don't go back in time and listen to it like that. I worked on it and brought it as far as I could right then. A lot of it I didn't even finish. You know, a lot of the bootlegs that are out right now, they are unfinished, unmixed, You know, sometimes they change lyrics. And again, you wait until, you know, you can find other things to go with it. We live in a singles-driven market, but, you know, I come from the old school making albums, and that's what I'll always do.
You seem to have somewhat of a love-hate battle going on with technology. I know you haven't always loved the internet. How are you seeing progress right now with all of that? Can you use it to your advantage?
It's a double-edged sword. You know, a lot of artists aren't getting paid full scale for their art, and the internet, because of downloading and things like that, is kind of like a black hole, and it's hard to audit, it's hard to get accounting, and it's not that it's just about the money, but it's about justice and fairness. And when people say that they love you and they respect you, but at the same time take, you know, 80% of your earnings, then expect you to fix your own communities, and they'll probably edit all of this out, but then it gets, that's the sharp part of the sword, and we're at the wrong end of it right now. So eventually, with courageous people going out there and actually saying something and standing up for it, I think we'll get some balance.
We've watched you evolve over the years, not only as a musician, but as a man. And I wonder sometimes when you look back at old material, like I've looked at so much in the last 24 hours to prepare for this, do you look back at old stuff, risque stuff, and want to separate yourself from it?
Well, you know, when you're 20 years old, you're looking for the ledge. You know, you want to see how far you can push everything. And as an artist, I just went there just to find it. And then you make changes. You know, 30 years ago, there's a lot of things I don't do now that I did 30 years ago. And there's some things I still do.
Yeah, yeah. Welcome back. Performing the B-side classic, She's Always in My Hair, Prince and Third Eye Girl.
Whenever I feel like giving up, whenever my sunshine turns to rain, whenever my hopes and dreams aimed in the wrong direction, she's always there, telling me just how much she cares. She's always, always, always in my head. Great it all. Whenever I am not, even if I hit the wrong, she's always in my boat. She's always there, telling me just how much she cares. She's always, always, always in my head. She's always.
Ladies and gentlemen, Donna.
That's Prince, ladies and gentlemen. It doesn't get any better. When we return, Prince has a surprise for all you fans. I want you comfortable. We're back with Prince, and we're going to do something different and special tonight and allow Prince's fans, AKA the Purple Army. We're going to allow you to ask him a few questions. Who's got the first question for Prince? There you are.
As an artist, I know that you make, create, and let go, but it is Purple Rain's 30th anniversary. Yes, yes. When?
Look how amazing. I mean, doesn't he look... this proves that Purple don't crack either.
When was the last time you watched it, and what did you think?
Actually, I was in the living room 3 days ago, and it came on television, and I watched Take Me With You.
Okay, we have a gentleman who has his purple mock turtleneck on, and he's ready to fire a question at the leader of the Purple Army. Go, sir.
Okay, have you ever bought anything off of an infomercial? And if not, were you ever tempted to? Be honest.
What's an infomercial?
All right, next question. Thank you. Hello, ma'am.
Hi.
What's your name?
Rhonda.
Hi, Rhonda.
Everybody has a pet peeve. What really, really annoys you?
Strangers touching my hair.
Your question, sir. What's your name?
Pierce,
Pierce.
what household chore do you do that people would be surprised by?
I can cook. No. But only one thing.
Only one thing. What's the big Prince dish?
Omelets. All my friends have high cholesterol.
Thank you for that question, sir. Taking us out tonight with Mutiny, Prince, and the new Power Generation. I'll see you in 23 hours. Go!
Treated me like some unwanted child. Baby, it's all over now. I loved you all the while. Look out! Here's Big Dick. The court is in your on your ball.